Um, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to go live. I'm not even using OBS. I meant to change the camera and everything. I just hit go live. So I guess I'm ready. I'm still finishing a slice of pizza. I like using OBS because I get to control how much of everything you see. It's not just free roam, whatever. And I'm not really ready. This is awkward. One second. And then if I get up, I can't even turn that camera off. Ooh. Hi, Sandra. Hello again. I'm not ready. I was accidentally clicked go live. And so there are so many things I can do with this. Okay. So I'm going to separate out the archetypes. 1 to 30 are aspects of the self. 31 to 50 are places, settings. 51 to 70 are objects or things. And then 72 to 78 are different phases of the journey. So this will take a moment. I meant to set up OBS, and I love this. At the bottom of the deck, we have nectar as the thing, the ocean as the place, the eternal child as the aspect of self, and then Eros as the phase of the journey. So every card at the bottom is different. What is the nectar of the ocean? What's interesting about this is because of the eye in the ocean and this diamond in the mouth of Eros, I guess. It feels like the ocean is just this big reflective pool of water. And it's like a reflection of us calling to us. It makes me think of like if there's a movie, like a sci-fi movie, where someone has forgotten like who they are, or someone has forgotten something, or someone else is forgotten. And it's like as a character is walking by like windows and different reflective surfaces, or if a character looks into a reflective surface and their reflection shows them something to try to get them to remember the thing that they forgot. It feels like that. And then we have Gnosis and the dead end and the underworld after that. But let me separate these up. Luckily, I don't have to look at the number for most of these because, like, a mirror is a thing, a flame is a thing, the animal is an aspect of self, the vow is a thing, the threshold is a place, the empty room is a place, thanatos isn't a thing, a place, or an aspect of self. I've been standing on a fault line all at once. You act like you don't need me. Girl, I'm holding on. Oh, the crone and the maiden are together. The crone, the maiden, and the judge. So is the mother the judge? Hmm. 46 is a place. The womb came out, and I was like, is the womb a thing or is the womb a place? That's why I sort of paused for a second. Oh, my nose. My nose. My nose. So there should be 30 aspects of self. I'm gonna count them real quick. There's gonna be a lot of setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Something extra is in here. Darn it. Who is it? Who doesn't belong? The vision. Number 55. The vision is not an aspect of self. The vision is a thing. So I think it could be both. They it's in the section of places though. Here. There should be 20 of these. The nectar of the ocean is the ocean itself. Ocean potion. Vitamin C. I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 things. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 phases. So everything is officially separate. I'm going to put these two, the 8 of wisdom and the page of strength. An 8 of wisdom and a page of strength. That sounds like a brand new to me. since the page, since wisdom is a page, it's almost like, or since wisdom is strength, since strength is a page, if I could talk, since strength is a page, it's almost like maybe there was a certain knowing that we had held for a long time. There was an intelligence that we held for a long time. And after not acting upon it for a certain time, we realized the wisdom in it. And after we realize the wisdom in it, then comes the point of taking action. And as I say that, the sun and the 8 of intellect came out. These are matte too. I'm loving it. The All Winter Oracle is also matte. Oh, look at the sun coming with the sword to cut this person free. What's at the bottom of the deck? The bottom of the deck is the Queen. It's a queen. Looking kind of like Maleficent. This queen is looking kind of like Maleficent. And then the sun is coming in. How do I want to do this? Excuse me. I love that vision being an aspect of the self. Why does this death card look like the devil? Is this a tiefling? Death and judgment. Look at this judgment card, though. Death, judgment, and temperance. Okay, majors. With that page of strength again. So how are we going to do this? How am I going to do this? I'm actually going to timestamp this since I was not ready when I started. We'll say 13 minutes. Probably should say 20 because that's how long it'll take me to figure out what I'm doing. Hydration is important. So I got two thoughts. I'll just do this one first. So first I'm going to flip through. I'm going to give this a few shuffles. And I'm going to find the first major and the first minor in every suit just to see where our stats are. Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. I'm kidding. Strength, intellect, wisdom, and charisma. And then depending, I have a player's manual here. It would be nice to see like what class we are. Right? I'm like, what? This deck. Okay, I love a deck that's Toke. Who is this? The King? I wonder what. I wish I knew what these belong to. Like, I wish it said charisma, strength. Oh no, too far. So this is the King of Wisdom. I thought it could be the King of Cups because he's holding his heart. The King of Wisdom is here. Fully accepting this moment, allowing complaints to dissolve, and being kind to yourself. A noble approaches you and says that an assassin has been sent to kill him and he needs your help. So let's start with this. We'll start with that. We'll start there. Now I'm going to pull from the top and we're going to see sort of like who we are. So at the top of the deck, it's actually the knight. This might be the knight of intellect because it looks very mechanical. I will confirm that we are the knight of intellect. This is not the knight of intelligence. It's not the knight of strength. Is this the knight of wisdom? This can't be the knight of wisdom. It has to be the knight of charisma. It's the knight of charisma. Finding a way to enjoy routine, take responsibility for our own success, and let go of expectations. Good work speaks for itself. Then we have the chariot. I'm trying to build out the stats. The eight of wisdom. Again. The world. This is the world card. I'm not going to take it. I'm only going to take the first of each suit. So this is a major. Pentacles goes at the end. Oh, not from the bottom, from the top. We have this queen. Looks like it would be the queen of charisma because of the food. But the page of strength have food, so it might not be the queen of charisma. It would just be like, I love these so far. Yeah, that's the queen of charisma. We already got the knight of charisma. Can't take you, sorry. I do love these so far. I just wish it said. This has to be the four of strength, which would be four of fire. Has to be. It is not the four of strength. Goodness. It's the four of intelligence. Okay. So now we just need strength. Here's an ace. This is probably the ace of charisma, ace of pentacles. I'm assuming. Assassin. This nobleman is like, somebody trying to get me. This is not the ace of charisma. Who are you? It's the ace of wisdom. Okay. This is the ace of charisma. I think this is the ace of strength. All of the aces are together. No, because here's a page. There's a page. All of the aces except for the ace of intelligence were together. The ace of swords, ace of intelligence is elsewhere. Libra's got that one. Yes, ace of strength. Okay. The source of all creative energy is within you. You have the power to imagine, begin, and complete any project you set your mind to. Are aces low? I'll do aces high, pages low. Because ace being one doesn't sit quite right. So what am I doing? I guess aces would be low. If Siri says tails, aces are going to be low. I can't. I can't. I can't. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
It's tails this time.
It's tails. So aces are low. So we have a 1 in strength, a 4 in intelligence, an 8 in wisdom, and a knight in charisma. With this much charisma and wisdom, it's looking like we'd be a bard, potentially a bard. Say D&D charisma classes, or a wizard. We could be a wizard. Classes for charisma based characters. Warlocks are charisma casters. I should just go to all of the. I should have just went to the other thing. Primary, thank you. So bards are charisma. Paladins are strength and charisma. We don't have the strength. Warlocks are charisma. Sorcerers are charisma. So it looks like we are either a bard, a sorcerer, or a warlock. A wielder of magic that is derived from a bargain with an extraplanar entity is the warlock. A spellcaster who draws on inherent magic from a gift or bloodline is the sorcerer. An inspiring magician whose power echoes the music of creation is the bard. So we're either on the side of the bard or the sorcerer because of this, because of the. Oh, we can also get one of these. We'll get an aspect of self. I'll put this in some kind of more cohesive format at some point. Maybe. I might not. I might not. Okay. The aspect of self is the father. The father actually came out recently. Bottom of the deck is the mystic. Because it's the father and the mystic, I think we're going to go down the sorcerer path. Because the sorcerer path is a bloodline ability or a gift. So a wisdom or a sorcerer with high wisdom could multi-class into, excuse me, because we have 8 out of 10 is like pretty good. Cleric is wisdom. A druid is wisdom. A cleric or a druid we can multi-class into. Clerics are more studied in a priestly energy. Druids are more sort of natural. Looking at these cards, the father is a tree, and we have a mystic. Mystic is more druid. So we're some kind of druid. It does. Okay. I'm glad it makes sense to one of us. So far, so we are a sorcerer, druid. So maybe our gift, an inherited gift, bloodline ability. It almost would make me think of like if someone's ancestors a long time ago, or however recently, was like a steward of the earth or was very connected to the element of earth, and maybe they took like really good care of the earth, and so the earth took really good care of them, and so they kind of sort of developed maybe an affinity for animals and a sort of intuition about which sort of plants are edible or dangerous or whatever. Maybe some kind of connection to like crystals and stuff like that. It's very of the earth, but it feels like there might be like a reason for it because there was an ancestor that was so connected to the earth. There was a father or a father's father or a father's 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 father or a mother's father. The place that came out is the mountain. And we see the silhouette of a person in the mountain. The High Father. Oof. The mountain can also be a place for mystics, right? Why not? This 9 is at the bottom of the deck with the star under it. But anyway, I just wanted to get those other cards out of the way. So what is the thing, the item? I'm not gonna actually pull. I probably won't, but we'll see. Um, one of the phases on the journey. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's Sauron. It's the ring. So we're doing the mystic, the mountain, the ring. We're doing the Lord of the Rings. Okay. It's accurate. It's appropriate. The seed is on the bottom. The ring is the card that flipped over. So a nobleman approaches us saying that there's an assassin after him. Oh, I forgot the chariot is also here. I'll read the chariot because that's the major. With the chariot, it sounds like we're going to help the noble. No questions asked. I feel like the ring is probably the ring of the noble. Following through on your intentions and manifesting your desires is the chariot. Now, just looking at these, so in particular, from the four of intelligence to the eight of wisdom, like we see a group of people and then a single person. So it feels like it has an energy of some kind of casualty. What about the assassin? What about him? Doesn't matter. 2 and 21, 33, 57. See, this is interesting because it feels like there's a little bit of an energy of overwhelm. It's like the journey was a lot harder than we thought it would be. We didn't think that we would be put in a position or situation. We didn't think we'd be put in a position or situation that we weren't prepared to handle or equipped to handle. And so it feels like there's something in this eight of wisdom that feels like hiding. Like this shield protects this person from the light. And so maybe it's almost like they drop into their shadow to sort of fly under the radar. And it's interesting because with that chariot, it's like it's all too eager to go, it's all too eager to start. And that's also the thing about sort of the mountain is it can be hard to judge how treacherous, perilous, or taxing a journey up a mountain might be from the looks of it. It might look easy, but there may be some parts that are really, really steep, or the oxygen might get kind of thin in some parts of the journey. But the ring speaks of commitment. It's a commitment that hasn't been forgotten. Also, the father, the mystic, the mountain and the ring, that's literally holes. That is literally Stanley Yelnats carrying Madame Zeroni up the mountain because he promised to do so. And it's making me think of Ryuo, which also makes me think of energy can't flow to an angry fist, or energy can't flow through an angry fist. Um, but it's like here we are at the start of the journey, very connected, very at one, very in the flow, very aligned, sort of coming, maybe finding others along the way that will sort of help us accomplish our goal. Then something happens and we're left here, almost like we're the last man standing. And then we have the night of charisma. I can't tell if the night of charisma is friend or foe. Like, I can't tell if the night of charisma is looking for us to get us back on the journey, get us back on the path, to console us in some way, or if the night of charisma is like a lookout. Let's see. So we'll pull this. Another night. We're going to see how this changes up the story. Oh, that'll Knights clarifying Knights. It is not the night of intelligence. It might be the night of strength. It is not the night of strength, so it has to be the night of wisdom. It is the night of wisdom. Trusting your passion, allowing yourself to dream big, and imagining the best happening for you. There are whispers that the mayor of the town was seen signing a pact with an imp. This is interesting. It feels like the nobleman gave up. Either we gave up or the nobleman gave up and like made a deal with the devil, signed a pact with an imp. Um, I don't even know if we were necessarily done. So this night could be coming to tell us that like we're sort of relieved of our duties. And then it becomes a question of the self. It's like, do we keep doing the work or do we go back home? Because it looks like things are going to play out or work out in a different way. Do we stay defeated? A 10. And look, the queen is behind the 10. No, no. That was the queen that came out with the Eight of Swords, Eight of Intelligence. I don't even know if this is true now. Because that queen is behind this. Because the card just said, like, somebody said that they saw the mayor sign something. There are whispers that the mayor of the town was seen signing a pact with an imp. With that queen back there, it doesn't feel like it's actually true. So it's almost like it makes me think of the inn that welcomes weary travelers, a hot tub that soaks all of one's worries away, in a sly grin. Because it's almost like it's this news, it's these whispers, it's these rumors that get us to give up on the thing, but it isn't actually, I don't think it's actually true. And even though we're in the position of this Eight of Wisdom, it's like we are the last thing sort of protecting something. And if we can be convinced to give up and go home, now the assassin would have easy access to this noble person. For as broken as we may feel, or for as defeated as we may feel or be, there's something that we're still doing. The Ten of Wisdom. There's so much wisdom here. Uniting the head and the heart, relating to others and your environment in emotional balance. The party comes across a magical portal within a ring of standing stones. And it's interesting because that's what, in the one that I read, the diplomatic escort. The party is asked to escort an elf diplomat from the Sealy court into the Forest of Dread. He don't necessarily look like an elf. In the forest is a magic portal that will take her back to the Feywild. It is known the Feywild is like where magical creatures come from in D&D. I think like elves, satyrs, stuff like that. They come from the Feywild. The Fey come from the Feywild. It is known that an evil archfey wants to take her. It is known that an evil archfey wants the diplomat captured. We had, I think I already put it back. Where was the queen? I already put her back. The queen is the evil archfey that wants the diplomat captured. So she's going to start the rumors to attack the character of the person that we're sort of asked to defend. So to get us to lose faith, to get us to lose sight, to get us to lose hope in the very thing that almost started the whole journey in the first place. Deep within the forest, they finally find the circle of stones. But an ambush is triggered. The earth erupts around them in a violent earthquake as a Fey wizard conjures several earth elements to stop the elf diplomat from entering. The forest is a magic portal surrounded by a circle of stones. The night. No, this 10, the 10 of wisdom. The party comes across a magical portal within a ring of standing stones. So there was a reason why I randomly read that one. Okay, thank you. There's a reason why this a noble is coming to you saying that an assassin is after him. See, I love this. And it's almost like a last push energy, maybe. But it's like where the 8 of wisdom looks defeated, the 10 of wisdom shows that like it's not. All of that power is still there. And you see the Merkaba with that little pink orb thingy over the heart. I guess it's more like a star compass thing than a Merkaba. You see this geometry that may be sacred over her heart. And the winged serpent behind her, very Quetzalcoatl energy. Was that not the thing, though? Was that not the thing with the Temple of the Bearded Man? I feel like this is literally the Bearded Man. And it feels like the heart sort of drives it, or the heart tunes in the destination for the portal. And so that's why the heart is attacked, both indirectly through getting us or the party to question the very nobleman that they protect by attacking his character or whispering, starting rumors for things that aren't necessarily true. But it also feels like, in whatever happens between there being multiple people and only one remaining, the heart inside is also sort of attacked. And so it might be going for like the last sort of thing that we feel we can believe in. And it's interesting because with the chariot and that ace of strength, it's like in the beginning, like it just sounded so cool or whatever. So we were gung ho, we were game. And then it got hard, and then it got real, and then we're like, oh crap. Like, I didn't expect this. But then going back to the chariot after all of this, it feels like it does actually sort of move us forward in a way that another situation might not have been able to. It's 42 minutes. I'm exhausted. The Queen of Wisdom. Look at all this wisdom. Look at all this wisdom. Who is this? The Nine and the Star. See, you know what I love about the star, though? I actually love these two. I'm glad these are still on the table. Because it feels like just when we were about to give up, or just when we were about to start to believe in the whispers and the rumors of the Dark One, maybe like other people show up. And it's the right people. Because, again, it's like it's the heart that speaks to the portal. And so the heart opens up the portal to those that will sort of continue to sort of fight, those who won't give up or run away or be so easily defeated. It calls them in. Did someone ask for assistance? Here we are. Are you the Queen of Wisdom? This isn't the Queen of Wisdom. I take it back. It's the Queen of Charisma. It's the Queen of Charisma. I'm sorry. It's the Queen of Charisma. The Queen of Charisma. Creating a nurturing space for yourself and others to achieve greatness. Maintaining work-life balance. What I like about this Queen of Charisma is it feels like there's power in serving. There's power in waiting. There's power in holding that space for others to come to. There's power in that compassion and that ability and capability to provide that space. So with the mystic, it's very things are not always as they seem. Maybe it's because of the eyeball with the moth butterfly, the motherfly, the both. And we might as well take it back one more card before I shut this down to clarify this Ace of Strength. One for the Ace of Strength, please. One for the Ace of Strength, please. Oh, one for the Ace of Strength. Just one for the Ace of Strength. Just one for the Ace of Strength. 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 Almost. One for the Ace of Strength. One for the Ace of Strength. I'll take this one. The Hermit. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Eight of Strength. Maybe. I wish they said, I really wish they said it's a sword, so it might be the Eight of Intelligence. You know, who knows? Who knows? I can't fix the blur off of OBS, so. That was the Nine of Strength. It is not the Eight of Strength. The Knight of Strength has a sword. Intelligence is swords. It's not the Eight of Intelligence. Is it the Eight of Wisdom? Oops. No. Duh, it's not the Eight of Wisdom. I already saw that one. So it has to be the Eight of Charisma. More charisma. Yes. Paying attention to doing the simple things well. Oh, because she's forging something. A Dwarven Forge Master has had her magical hammer stolen and is asking for your help. In return, she'll forge you a weapon. And the dwarves make the best weapons. Mjolnir, have you heard of it? Somebody had a ring. Was it Freya that had a ring or a necklace that was forged by the dwarves? I don't remember. Was that the one that Loki stole and hid as a seal? And then Heimdall saw him and got the necklace back. She's not even on the table. Oh, she's at the bottom of the deck. I think, too, there's going to be an ability to almost manage multiple things at once. Because it's like if you help the blacksmith find her magic hammer, she can forge you a weapon that will help you defend yourself from the assassin or will help you thwart the assassin or whatever. But it's almost like it's this entirely different thing that might distract or detract from the original thing, which is protecting the noble. Again, a mighty weapon or a mighty shield will help you protect the noble better. So it's like they're kind of related, but it feels like there's a question of like whether we have the resources to engage sort of multiple things. Now, the hermit with this Ace of Strength, it feels like the hermit would have a certain view of cosmic interconnections and the way that things are woven. The flow takes you to the magical dwarf smith maker. And so, since the flow took you there, it may be beneficial, at least, on your journey, on the journey, in the mission of protecting this noble. Okay. And this noble could very well be like the higher version of us, a higher self or whatever. Or it could be the version of us that we are in the absence of societal pressure, in the absence of, it's like an authentic version of self. And then the assassin could just be in some part like the world around us. Pressures that we feel from certain people that may or may not be explicitly communicated. Um, the life we feel we have to live and lead. Then the mayor signing the contract with the imp would be like an energy of where we overly compromise, or where we compromise our dreams, our passions, our goals, our integrity, our ethics, morality, to have an easier um, time. And again, going back to the father mystic in this ring, the ring feels like an ability or something that goes back multiple generations. Like the ring is passed down from person to person to person to person to person. That's where we're sitting at the sorcerer, because again, the sorcerer is the one that has that innate gift. It's innate because of bloodline, or it's innate because the gift just happened. The warlock has to make a pact with the extra dimensional creature or entity to get an ability. The sorcerer just has it. The sorcerer is born with it. And maybe since the sorcerer is born with it, then it's almost like you have to start young to get the sorcerer to discredit itself, or not believe in itself, or not pursue the things that it wants, to not go after those things. Because it's not necessarily something that they come into later in life, in terms of like, there isn't a fated meeting that you have to prevent or whatever. There isn't like a thing that devil energy has to stop from happening, because then we become whatever. We're born with whatever this is. And it's worth protecting. Okay. Final quads. This, we can file this in the IDK. I feel like I had an easier time when I was reading Magic the Gathering cards that weren't even tarot. Excuse me. Final cards. I think it was like 54 minutes. I can't remember. I hope it's like 54 minutes. 54:30. Close enough. I am ready for the sleep. It's not even 10 o'clock. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. It's going to be a long week. It's going to be a long week because I waited all month to do the monthlies. And I got appointments today and or tomorrow and Wednesday. It's fine. And it's interesting that we didn't have a lot of strength. We got like a nat 1 in strength. Oh. Maybe there's not a lot of strength because there is so much flow. It's like muscles that you never have to work out because life just takes you wherever you're going. Maybe we're perceived as weak or feeble in physical ability or in the mind because it was a 4. Was it a 4? Yeah, it was the 4 of intelligence, which is below half. But we make up for it in charisma and wisdom. And that wisdom isn't going to falter. So, love all the wisdom that came out. Scorpio got wisdom. Okay. Final card, please. Final card, please. Like, do that thing that you do when you just like flip out. That was really cool. Can you do it again? I'm going to keep shuffling until it flips over. It's 11 there? Yeah. Have a good night, Sandra. Thank you. I kind of wish I still had the deck of many fates and the deck of many things to go with the D&D cards, but it's fine. Why you no speak to me? Why aren't you? Hello? What happened to all that chattiness? I'll pull. You see how this one is sticking out? Oh, another page. A page of intelligence. She's got a sword. The bottom is judgment. The bottom is judgment. This feels like the High Father Mystic. And the Knight of Swords. Or that's the Knight of Intelligence. Or is it the Knight of Strength? I think that's the Knight of Strength, actually. I love how High Father Mystic is like, High Father Mystic, where who? It's the Knight of Strength. I love that it's the Knight of Strength. Because we started with the 1 of Strength. We started with the Ace of Strength. As weak as we could be. High Father Mystic shows up, and then it's like, boom, doing stuff. But then we get the Ace of Wisdom behind the Knight of Strength. Can we not be strong and wise? Because when we got like pretty high wisdom, it was what, the 8 of wisdom, it was the Ace of Strength. Now we get a Knight of Strength, it's the Ace of Wisdom. Well, you know what's not bad about the Ace of Wisdom, though? Our ability to access the power of insight to heal emotions and love ourselves is the Ace of Wisdom. It's almost like wisdom starts all over again. Like there's a certain wisdom that we hold before the High Father Mystic makes some kind of appearance. And then we realize how much we actually don't know. You know what I mean? I just love this card at the bottom. I love it. The way that he just like makes an appearance. So who is this page? Let's see. Let's try to find it. It's not the page of... It's the page of wisdom. The page of wisdom came out. We haven't seen the Queen of Wisdom. We saw the King of Wisdom. the Knight of Wisdom, the Page of Wisdom, the Ten of Wisdom. We've seen the Eight of Wisdom. We saw the Ace of Wisdom. So much wisdom. It's the Page of Wisdom. And we were at the Eight of Wisdom before. Oh, I didn't read it. Let me read it. Embarking on a new path sparked by your curiosity and creativity. So here's the Page of Wisdom after the Eight, High Father Mystic, and then the Ace of Wisdom after that Knight of Strength. It's almost like, I don't know if we go looking for him or if he just appears. It doesn't feel like a presence that we would be able to be in long. Because it's almost like there's this angelic being in the back that is using its power to open some kind of doorway or gate or portal. And as it holds that door open, then High Father Mystic can kind of sort of come forward. But I don't know how long that is going to be open. It might literally be open long enough for us to gather up the strength to do what we can't, and then it'll close right back up. But after it closes, we're left with some kind of newfound wisdom. So there's something that the High Father Mystic gives to us or imparts upon us or impresses upon us through this action that we take. And it's one of those actions speak louder than words types of things. Who knows? Excuse me. I had some reservations about this deck, but I like it. It's almost like she's looking back on the road that she could have taken. And it looks like there's a dragon heading for that road. I don't know if that's a good dragon or a bad dragon. I think in D&D, the metallic dragons are good. And the color dragons are bad. So if it's like silver or gold or something like that, it's good. If it's like red or blue or something like that, it might not be. I can literally do a quick Google search. Dragon alignment D&D. Chromatic such as green and black, which are evil aligned, metallic dragons such as gold and silver, which are good aligned, and neutral aligned gem dragons. Rare creatures that possess psionic abilities. So it's chromatic, metallic. So I can't tell if that's a chromatic gold or like a metallic yellow or a chromatic bronze or a metallic cream. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I don't know. But it feels like it's headed towards what initially would have been her path had she not pivoted at some moment. Maybe that's when the High Father Mystic appeared. When she was at some kind of crossroad. Or she was starting to get the feeling to shift or change or move or pivot or do something else. And I don't know if she needed confirmation or she just got it. High Father Mystic shows up, says this is not the path for you. Even if you don't know what your path is, it's enough right now for you to know that this is not it. And because she listens, she avoids that. I'm going to assume chromatic dragon. So now I'm going to put these back together. I keep putting these together and putting them apart and putting them together and putting them apart. I probably should keep them separated because if I do use them, it might be with this. But the ring, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the ring feels like you can recognize the person as a noble person because of the ring. Also, there is like the braided commitment that, or the result of some kind of triumph of a commitment. It's inherited in some way. The Starborn and the Pilgrim. Okay. Let's get one last one of these. And I'm going to go to the BED. I'm going to go to the BED, to the BED. The Healer, the Destroyer in reverse, and the Mentor. All aspects of self. I guess it's not too surprising. I literally just put this deck back together. The bottom of the deck is the Sword. The sword can either be used to heal or destroy. But like if we flip the colors. And the Mentor, is this High Father Mystic in owl form? It's very life and death are in the power of the tongue energy. That's something my mama used to say all the time. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Which means it's like what you speak will be. So if we are self-defeatist or if we're sort of going through it and we speak a whole bunch of this isn't going to happen, that's going to happen, nobody this, nobody that, blah, 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 then it will come to pass. It will be. But if we speak higher, that will come to pass and that will be. That's very the element of intelligence, isn't it? Intelligence represents how the power of the intellect can shape our world. These cards show seekers how they can use their thoughts to shape their attitude and their reality. Rarely do we see the world as it is without our mind creating a story around it. So our physical ability to move and change was sitting at the ace. Intelligence, the power of the intellect to shape our world is sitting at a 4. 4 swords, recuperating, rejuvenating. Wisdom, not only our external perception, but also our capacity to look into our internal world and see all the subtleties within ourselves, was at the 8. So it is sort of withdrawing from the external perception a little bit, focusing more on the internal world and sort of like healing, bridging gaps, balming, soothing, so that we can get a different perception of the external world. And then charisma, a person's confidence, eloquence, and their ability to influence the material world with their energy. We're sitting at the 9. We were at the Knight of charisma. So very capable of influencing the material world with our energy. But the strength and the intelligence weren't fully there. We were there with the wisdom because it was 8 out of like 10. But with that particular wisdom card, it's like manifesting the old. One of those cards mentioned a healer. It was the Knights of Wisdom. Was it the Knight of Wisdom? I think it was the Knight of Wisdom or the Page of Wisdom. It was one of these wisdom cards. Where is it? Was it the 8? No. Was it the 10? No. It was the Ace. I think it was the Ace of Wisdom. Our ability to access the power of insight to heal emotions and love ourselves. It was the Ace. There we go. There we go. Very much so. Excuse me. But we get to have those past, previous, and prior experiences to be aware of what we have the power to create and do, and to be mindful. And because it's also part of the journey, I guess. So, yeah, this was a thing. I feel like this is a little. I think if I weren't so tired, maybe it was what it was, and it was great as it was. I guess we'll see. Take it as it resonates. If it resonates, when it resonates, as it resonates, and if it don't take it. I hope you all have a good whenever you see this. I hope you're acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality, and I hope that whatever you need along your path, journey, and way you find in the way that you need to find it. And I hope that when you do find it, you allow it to unravel, unfold, tell, speak, show, illuminate, highlight all that it needs to for you. It might help other people as well. It might not. But you can still share, especially if it's part of your path or journey or way to find your voice and to use it to be some kind of light. Thanks for being here, Sandra, sorry. Thanks for being here, Sandra. I'll catch y'all next time. Maybe from this location, maybe from another one.